Samtastic here. I got my RAM and my case fans, and so I'm going to go ahead and install those. This board that I'm using, the XFX Enforce 750i, supports a maximum of 8 GB of RAM, and without overclocking it takes up to 800 MHz, but I'm pretty sure that it would be possible to get away with actually getting better than the 800 MHz DDR2, and I think there's like a 1066 or something that would probably be pretty easy to overclock. So here's my little RAM package I picked up. I tried upgrading the RAM in this computer previously, and Windows blue screens. And I think I realized that when I built this computer, I put in low latency RAM, which has the 44412 timings, which, if you can see it on there, that's it. I had to get some more low latency RAM because Windows 7 does not like you to mix different RAM timings in your RAM. So it didn't work, and it freaked out on me. So now installing RAM is incredibly easy. I'm gonna see if turning on this light here helps, so you can see in here a little bit. You've just got, with the dual channel RAM, which a lot of computers have now, you're gonna have, basically you want to alternate slots with the matching RAM sticks, and theoretically this RAM is all the same, but I keep the same brand in the same slot, and it's right next to my graphics card right here, which makes me a little bit anxious because it's a nice card, but I'll get over it. One of the nice things about having the RAM with the heat sinks on it is you don't have to worry about touching it. It doesn't break anything. And the way that it's done, there's this little notch that you can see right there in the RAM, and that notch is off center to keep you from putting the RAM in incorrectly. And sometimes it's a little difficult to tell without the right perspective where exactly that notch is on the board, but it's going to be consistent across all of your slots. And so I'm just going to fit that in there and push it in nice. Make sure those clips both close on it, so that way you know that the RAM is seated in there correctly. If you put in new RAM, turn on your computer, and it doesn't work, the first thing you want to check is to make sure that you seated it properly. You probably didn't break anything. It's just freaking out because it's not plugged in right. And yeah, it's relatively easy and straightforward and simple. And try to not push too hard. You want to push it as straight down as possible and just make sure everything's clipped in there right, which in this case it all seems to be. And yeah, so I guess talking about the RAM timings, most RAM is going to have 55515, and I don't remember exactly what all the latencies mean. I also don't remember exactly why I have this IDE cable in here, because I don't have any IDE drives. I think when I first hooked it up I was using a CD-ROM that was IDE, and I guess I never took this cable off. So you're coming with me, because you're just taking up space, causing airflow problems. And this one, I Want My Playground Back had commented on a previous video stating that he had the same board and he was having trouble with the overclocking settings, so we're going to take a little moment to pop down here, try to unwrap my cablings. Whee! And the JOC1 jumper, I believe, is the focus on this is a little confusing. Let me see if I can get a steady hand here. Alright, to give you perspective, this is what I'm looking at right here. This is my computer. I have it turned sideways. This is the bottom down here, and this is the front right here. This is the top, and this is the left side that I've taken off. And so down here, if I can brace my hand, sorry about this. Let's see if I can brace my hand a little higher. The jumper that you want to mess with to turn on overclocking is that one right there. And you want it to be, in this case, it's covering the first and second pin. From this orientation, the third pin is left untouched. So that's where that jumper would go in order for you to be able to change your overclocking settings. And it shouldn't be any more complicated than that. If you're still having issues with it, you might want to just check with XFX support or something. They should be able to help you out. Now, the other thing that I do have here that I'm a little bit excited about is some new fans. And there we are. And so I wanted to go ahead and put those in because that's also really remarkably easy. And one of them, this one does not have any LEDs. It's just a normal plain Jane fan, and this one does have LEDs. So I wanted to basically take that one out and have my computer glow even more blue. And we're going to see how blue it glows. So you got that one back there. You got this one right here. Pushing air. And up here, sucking in air, and you get that. You can't really see it very well right here, but it's got a little bit of glow there. And you're going to see a lot more of that when it's actually nighttime in the dark. And I actually really like having that fan back there because that looks really cool, because I can actually see that. And as you can see, it's got a lot of LEDs, and it kind of lights up well. So I consider this to be a glaring success, and I think I saw Windows there popping up 8 gigs on the RAM, and I'm hoping for a not blue screen. There we go. I was having some bizarre issues, and I was trying to resolve them because the mouse settings kept resetting, and I was looking on forums, and other people had problems where they had like Logitech applications overriding the Windows settings, and I was like, but I don't have those applications. And then I remembered that I have this FPS gun gaming mouse, and it does have its own application, and it was overriding my settings. So, I just haven't gotten around to deleting that user account. And if you hold down the Windows key and hit the pause break key, I could be doing this as a screen capture, but I don't want to. I like holding this camera, pointing it at that. Look at that wallpaper. Guild Wars 2 is going to be so awesome. I've decided I'm going to do a Silvarian Necromancer for my first character, and I think my second character will probably be a Human Thief. And system preferences, system properties. Same thing, right? They're the same thing, preferences, properties. My preference is that my system is working. And oh, not available. Oh, there we are. 8 gigabytes of installed memory. So this has been there's Subarana spyware. Woo! Yeah, I use that. This has been a glaring success. Okay, so I changed my mind about the screen capture because I actually have a couple things to say about this video. So while I've got this here, we'll go ahead and pop that back up. And I do have my 8 gigabytes of RAM, and something kind of entertaining that I noticed is that the Windows Experience assesses key system components on a scale from 1 to 7.9. I think that's a really bizarre, arbitrary range to choose from. I mean, at the very least, they should have had it go up to 11, but they didn't. Anywho, I don't know, anywho seems to be something that I'm really enjoying saying recently. I recorded about 45 minutes, a little over 45 minutes of raw footage of trying to do that installation, but I didn't close everything on my laptop to get it to run the smoothest, so the video was choppy and it did some weird stuff where it stretched out the audio and my voice got lower and it sounded really weird. And parts of the video, like the audio and the video, weren't really matching up, and parts of the audio got cut out, so you couldn't really understand what I was saying, and I didn't really feel like it made sense to have 45 minutes of poor video. So I cut out pretty much all of that, and I wanted to have in the RAM installation as well as showing that JOC1 setting, jumper setting, and just kind of show off what the fans look like once it's all done. If somebody wants to see what the whole process was like, it is a lot of footage. It's going to make a pretty big video, so it'll take me a while to upload it, and unless anyone actually cares about watching that, I don't really think I want to deal with waiting on that upload. So let me know if you're interested in seeing what that whole thing was all about, and I can put that video up, or if there's something specific that you wanted to see, I could put up a segment of it. But I did get everything installed and working, and it seems to be working pretty well. So I'm happy with that, and I'll try to pay a little bit more attention when I'm doing the recording for the CPU installation, because I think that that'll be a lot more relevant to people than fan installations. And on that note, well, I do just want to say, I just want to stutter, stammer, whatever it is, all of the above. I have, I believe, 41 subscribers right now, which is pretty cool. It was a nice little spike that I got, and I've got over 5,000 total upload views. I think it was at like 5,100 and something a little while ago, and about 1,300, between 1,300 and 1,400 of those are from that How to Fix Your Laptop fan video, and I'm just super pumped about that. That people are actually interested in watching what I have to put on YouTube. So yeah, I feel good about it. Keep giving my videos likes, because it makes me feel good, and it makes me look like a better YouTube user, I guess. I don't know. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Samtastic out.